guys, here's another video. I've got this Petrol Hedge trimmer, and as I was trying to start it by cranking it, the cord snapped. See there, it snapped off my hand. So first thing I've got to do is remove this top cover, which houses the cord pull assembly. And it's just 4 screws on the top to show you that. And let me just show you the underside. Let's catch the screws. And it's just a screw in the middle here. Just undo that. And got to remove the spool, the white spool, as you can see in the middle there, what the cord wraps around. Just got to undo that. It just pulls out once you've undone the screw. But let me just pause it here, because if you're not careful, this will happen where the whole thing comes apart and it's a nightmare to put back in. That's the spring. It's supposed to stay in the bottom of the housing. Okay, back to the video. So it's just a matter of carefully lifting out the spool like so, and you can see the spring inside the housing there. And then you can see the remnants of the old cord pull, which is back end of it is still attached. So I'm going to cut myself a length. I got some spare cord here. I'm just going to cut a length of probably about 1 yard with these blunt scissors. Okay, and then what I've got to just do now is remove this part that's snapped with a knot on the end. Just got to get that remnants out, like so. And then what I've got to do, because this cord is frayed, it's difficult to feed through the hole. So I'm just going to wrap a bit of black tape around the end and make it into like a taper. There you can see. That way I can feed it through the spool. And let me just show you here. There's a small hole in the side of the spool. I'll just tip it up, you should be able to see it there. And that's what I'm going to feed the cord through. And you can see me just feeding the cord through. And I move the black tape. And then it's just a matter of putting a solid knot inside. You can see the knot there. And I'm just going to cut off the excess of the knot with these, like I said before, with these blunt scissors, the only ones I could find, sadly. But be patient. And there you go, that's the excess cut off. So now I can pull the cord right through and tuck the excess, tuck the knot into this little recess where it goes. And then all I've got to do is wrap the cord around the spool the right way. And then once again, this is the other end now. I'm just going to put a bit of black tape around that so I can feed it through the housing for the cord pull. You can see there. I'm just feeding it through the housing. Just tidy up the end of this. You can see there, like I said, because it's nylon cable, it's frayed, it's difficult to feed through. Okay, so it's just a matter of, now that that's done, let me just show you here. This spring's a little bit bent, but let me see if I can show you. This little notch at the top here is supposed to slot into this little housing here on the spring. Now that is also difficult to film and do at the same time. But here you can see me just figuring it out, and I've managed to get it in. And before I put the screw in, I'll just test to make sure it's in correctly. So if I pull the cord and it retracts straight away, then that's in. I'm happy with that, so I'm going to put the retaining screw back in for the spool. Just tighten that up lively. And now that it's secured, I'm just going to test it again, make sure it's got the tension. See there, I can pull it and let it go, and it's got plenty of tension on it, so that is slotted into the spring correctly, the spool. Okay, so now get the handle, get the old string out of the handle, the old cord out of the handle, and just fit the handle to the new cord. Like I said, I've still got that black tape on the end, so I'll just feed it through here. Just feed it at the top. And then I'll just tuck it through the side with this particular handle. You can tuck the cord through the side into the handle so you don't see it. And I'll just use this pair of scissors to fish it out. Just pull the cord through the side, like so. Okay then, now that I've got the cord out, just sort of make sure it's got a bit of a tension on it, and then I'm going to put a knot in it. Just the one knot should do. So you've got that knot in there nice and secure. And then once again, back to the old blunt scissors and cut the excess off. And then I should be able to just test that. You see it flicks in by itself automatically, so I'm pretty happy with that. So it's just a matter of popping it back on top of the strimmer and putting the 4 screws back in. And I'll just tighten them down lively. Okay, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. It's just a matter of testing it. Let me just switch it on and give it a crank. Took a while, and there we go, managed to get it running. So that's a successful repair. So with that, thanks for watching once again, and please subscribe.